Hello, everyone. This is Lisa. I'm part of the team here at PhotoDay, and I am actually re-recording this webinar that was originally played live. So if you're watching the replay, just know this is a re-record. We did have some technical difficulties that we just needed to get through before we posted this replay. So here we go. I'm going to try to remember everything we talked about yesterday during the actual live webinar. But today's deep dive is all about the group and public gallery types. And the biggest difference between the group and public galleries with PhotoDay is that the group gallery seems a little bit more secure because there's no public URL link. Now, even though those public URLs are not indexed and searchable through Google, those links can be like shared amongst people, and they can go right into the gallery for the public gallery. So for the group gallery, they do have to enter their access code before they're able to enter the gallery. So that's the main difference. Today is all about I'm going to share the public gallery just because it's easier to demo, because that's one less step that your customer has to do. It is a great gallery type if you're doing any kind of public events. So that includes rec sports where they're played in a public ball field, or anything like that, where there's lots of families gathering, they're watching everything going on. That's considered like a public event. Groups, I recommend using that more if you're doing like dance schools or anything like that, where it's more of a closed area where you don't have a lot of spectators in viewing in like a public format. So public's just easier to communicate, and it's less barrier to entry. They don't have to enter that access code. Now, PhotoDay also has private galleries, and private galleries work with our capture app to give every single subject within that job their unique private gallery that's safe and secure, so they're only viewing their photos. That webinar is not today, so today is all public, so we'll just dive in and get started. So I'm going to share my screen. This is a hands-on demo. And then, of course, if you have questions about anything here and you're jotting down notes, feel free to send them in. If you're an existing user, to our chat bubble. If you're a new user, you can email them directly to support@photoday.io, and we will definitely check those out and get back to you. So I'm just going to go ahead and screen share here. I know that the intro slide said Brian was joining me today, but obviously he's not because I'm re-recording all of this. So first look here, I'm going to shut my camera off. And first look here is that this is your headquarters, right? This is your studio panel. There's many components to PhotoDay. You have this is the main component. So this is where all the magic happens, and you upload your jobs, create your jobs, set your studio up, all those good things. We also have galleries, which is the actual gallery plus the shopping carts. We also have the dashboard app. So if you go to the App Store, whether you're Android or Apple, and you search PhotoDay dashboard, you'll be able to log into your dashboard in the native app and receive push notifications of any upcoming sales you may have, or any ongoing sales you have, and have like that insight into your business anytime, any place, anywhere. It even works with smartwatches once you have the apps loaded on your smartphone, also, or your tablet. Also, we have the PhotoDay Capture app. You can also download that. It's iOS or Android. That works with the private galleries. That's not what we're going to dive into today, but this is just going to be a general overview of setting up a public gallery. So I like to say that we have a very, very simple interface. It's very user-friendly. It is very powerful. There's a lot of automated communication and no steps for you to set up, because it all happens automatically. So you can get up and going and set up and selling a job and start collecting those prepay advanced paid credits in as little as 10 minutes. Sign up and go right in and start connecting and do it. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. So on the dashboard here, you see our sales, the jobs that you currently have in process. They're listed in chronological order, and your latest orders as they're coming in. You also have this Academy section over here. This is all our learning, where upcoming webinars, programs that have been re-recorded, and different things in here that you can binge and watch just to learn more about PhotoDay, but not just PhotoDay, like creating your best images for PhotoDay, as well as selling and marketing online. So we have a lot of education for you guys. Up here in the resource section, that definitely continues. We have a sales kit. So if you're really like adopting PhotoDay for the first time or just need a refresher on what are the key selling points of offering PhotoDay to your organizations and schools, this sales kit will help you. There's some videos, and there's also some sell sheets. These are all Photoshop files. You guys can download them, rebrand them, but they're great selling points to put together a sales kit together to start transitioning your jobs over to PhotoDay by way of those really awesome key selling points, which are completely different when you're coming online versus the paper form or proofing method. We also have a marketing kit. So after you book your job, and I'll show you guys examples of these today and how to use them on site. But there's banners, there's posters, reminder cards, social graphics, thank you stuffers, and flyer graphics for some of our marketing flyers, which I will get into deeper here in a few. And then, of course, we have our support section. So if you just need a step-by-step, like what are the couple things I need to do to get set up for picture day, get selling before picture day. If you're unhappy with your buy rates, we have all this great information here. It's a checklist of stuff to go through. We have an extensive user guide. Our software is very well documented for you to take a deep dive into all the nitty-gritty things. We also have a troubleshooting guide here. I'll open it up for your customers. Just common questions that, if you've never sold online before, or maybe you're an existing user and you're new and you just want to better support your customers, if you get some of that information, it's a very short troubleshooting guide here of the most common questions and how to solve those. We also have our refund request form in here, refund policy, and the support FAQ. So this is a very valuable resource of getting right to the answer that you need to find. And if you would like a one-on-one deep dive into the platform and see how it pertains best to you and your business, you can come down here into the chat bubble and chat with our customer success staff at any time and send us a message, and we will set that up for you. So we love doing our one-on-one chats. So go ahead and schedule that if you've never done one before, and meet some of our team. Don't be shy. So anyway, so we're going to start here, and I'm going to overview some of the settings. So in the studio panel here, just so you know where everything is. So this is your account information. We collect that when you set up. You also have these notification settings here. We send a daily order summary via email to your main account email address, just so you can see a summary of your daily orders. You can use the dashboard app for that as well, because it's live and ongoing. But you can also receive this to your email address. Under your studio, this is the information you signed up with, but you can go in here and modify it, because this information is going to be shared with your customers. So while they're shopping in the store, when you send out email communication, this is the information here, whatever you put in here, that your customers will see in order to get in touch with you. So make sure that's updated. The studio address right here, this is your physical address. This is what we need to be able to collect and the appropriate sales tax based on the tax code of the products. I'll get into taxes here in a second. Right now it says this address will be used on return label on all orders. That is not true. Actually, this has changed through 2020. The return address is going to be a blind ship depending on which lab you're partnered with, where the order is coming from. That way, if there's any mistakes with the post office, postage shortages, things like that, the lab is handling that directly, since they are the shipper, and they will get those orders back out as soon as possible. We like to say we are a premium service here at PhotoDay, so we're always trying to do our best and service you guys white glove service. So, and then we have the time zone here. That's for when a job is being created or in the job setting. So make sure you set your time zone. Now, labs. Let's talk about labs for a second here. So we have currently 5 great labs that we're partnered with: Bay Photo, Millers, Reedy, Richmond, and White House. You can connect to one or all of them. Once you connect to a lab, you do not need an account with the individual lab to build a price sheet and send orders to them. You just need to add them here in your studio, and then you can check out all their great products and build price sheets according to what their offerings and their themes are for those products, like memory mates and buttons and magnets and things like that. Under payment, we are integrated with Stripe, so you will need to set up a Stripe account and connect it here so we can actually pay you guys. All transactions are instant. So the minute your customer makes a transaction with PhotoDay, we will transfer that over. All parties are paid. The lab's paid, the PhotoDay fees come out, the sales tax is collected and deposited with the profit to you, to your Stripe account. And then from there, you set your payment frequency from Stripe to your bank accounts. And then taxes. This is if you only need to fill this out if you have a nexus in another state other than your home state. So if you're doing a lot of business and remitting state sales tax in a neighboring state or in another state, you'll need to add a nexus here so we know to collect that sales tax for you on your behalf and give you that deposit with your Stripe payments. And then logo and watermark. This is where you upload your logo. This is used on things like the marketing flyer, emails, and print resources. The watermark is used on all the images. It is global. There is a default one in here, but you can upload your own. You can make it a step and repeat. As long as it's a PNG, just don't be too obtrusive. We get a lot of complaints on that from the end customer that they can't see their photos, but it has to be enough to where they're not screenshotting your images, obviously, and that they're protected. So you can preview and adjust that in here. The wallet section, we do sell knockouts as an additional service that PhotoDay does offer. We are partnered with 36 Pix right now. It is 35 cents a knockout. And you can buy credits here to preload on your account, so those can be used during the knockout process from green or blue. We are looking forward to bringing some additional knockout features to you in the very near future, so stay tuned. And then users, this is where you set up multiple users on your account. This is specifically helpful for the Capture app. Any new user you add will have Capture permissions by default. But if you have multiple people accessing your studio, say your bookkeeper, somebody just uploading a production artist, uploading the images for you, you can turn on and off permissions to certain areas of PhotoDay for those specific users, and they will have their own login and their own password. There is no limit for users here, so you can add as many as you'd like for your studio, and we do not charge anything additional for this. Everything you see and that I'm showing you today, you can dive in, test drive. Feel free to put older jobs up here. Just try it out. It is completely free. We don't do subscriptions. We don't do contracts, anything like that. You guys have complete access to test our technology and challenge our technology to see if it'll work best for you. So I'm going to go through the top here really quick. We have the store section, and PhotoDay does things a little bit differently. We have advanced pay, not prepay. So there is no ability for them to pre-buy a package or a specific item before they see their images. We believe that really does cap sales, and advanced pay is the way to go. So advanced pay is basically a way for you to collect credits that are good towards their final purchase. It connects people to the gallery. It qualifies your buyer. I just did a whole webinar on this a couple weeks ago, so make sure you check out that webinar replay on advanced pay. And then price sheets. Brian and I did a whole price sheet setup on how to price yourself online, because you can't just take your paper order form and put it online. That's just a little bit confusing, especially because on the paper form process, they don't see the images first, right? You're just trying to get them to buy a package. And in PhotoDay, they're going to see their images first, and you're trying to get them to buy all the images. So your price sheets and the way you design packages definitely changes. But we do have best practice. We just did a webinar all about price sheets, and I will get into setting up a price sheet today so you can see how that works. Offers, this is like your free shipping, your dollars off, your percentage off that you can make time sensitive. Custom themes, we do have custom themes here with PhotoDay, and what that means is that for our participating labs, you can design your own like memory made background. So if you have high schools and you want to do something for their brand and their mascot, you can design that memory made background, drop it in, but the image and the individual and the team or group node are going to be fixed according to the lab guidelines, but you can complement the current offerings and offer a little bit of custom stuff for the memory mates as well, as well as that pulling in the job logo if you do that. And then backgrounds, you don't have to use our knockout service to use our background service. You can upload all your PNGs if you're doing your own knockouts to PhotoDay. You can mix PNGs and JPEGs, and you can offer various background collections for your customers to choose from using the backgrounds feature. So that kind of walks you through everything here in the main storefront. One thing we also have in here, it's kind of buried, is this promo section. So PhotoDay has upcoming text promotions that we have pre-scheduled, and these funnels are research, are proven. If you have a lot of jobs and a lot of opt-ins in PhotoDay, as far as text opt-ins, you can take some jobs here and push them into these upcoming promos, and it's a really great chance for a second sale. So there's a whole strategy regarding promos. You can do different price sheets according to the time of year on your galleries. Just to, as an example, you did all your spring sports with PhotoDay and you want to remarket them during the holidays for photo gifting items. You could create a whole price sheet just of photo gifting items, ornaments and keychains and mugs and things like that. And you can remarket them using this promo feature. And that is all included in PhotoDay. So, all right, well, that is a lot of information. But before I get to creating our job, we're going to go to organizations. Under organizations here, you are going to see a couple things under organizations. This is where you set up, it's kind of like your mini CRM. So when you add a new organization, you can put like the school, any notes you have, contact, multiple contacts. It's just a little record keeping mini CRM, and you link jobs to the organizations. There will be additional features coming here as far as data analytics for your jobs within the organization. So make sure you put accurate information in here so you can reap those rewards when those features get released with PhotoDay. And then reports, we have 3 different kinds of reports. You also have individual job reports located in each job, I'll show you. But you have your main overview sales reports. This will curate your sales by month. Mine looks so unexciting here, so because this is just my demo accounts. But you also have orders here and incoming orders. This is what you use to do your sales tax, right? Because it's going to give you all of the information. You can query it by a date range, by specific job, and then you can export the CSV file. But the way we do taxes in PhotoDay as a marketplace facilitator is a little bit different than what you may be accustomed to, especially coming from paper forms, because e-commerce sales tax by law, you need to be able to collect based on your nexus, your home state where you're remitting sales tax, and then it's based on the product code of the individual products like shipping, digital products, print products, and then based on origin and destination shipping addresses, and then there's a specific tax rate plus surtaxes that need to be collected and sorted. So we're figuring all of this out for you automatically. You just need to export, sort, and remit. So that's the part that you handle. And then the product report. The product report's pretty cool because it will show you, you can filter by date range, your top products and packages selling, and how many you sold. So you can make some decisions when you're adjusting your price sheet from season to season or from job to job. So that is how that works. And I'm going to get in here to set up our first job. So basically, this is all you guys need to do. So in here, I'm going to name this job Arlington Little League 2022, and I am going to put this in the youth sports category. We're going to do a public youth sports job demo today. So I'm going to link it to my Arlington Little League organization that I already set up. And let's just say picture day is Saturday. I got a call last minute. They want me out there shooting their league because their other photographer bailed. So we'll just use that as an example. So there's about 200 kids being photographed. And now here I can upload a logo and use this on some of the memory mates if applicable, or it appears as a gallery icon. For now, I'm just going to leave it blank for sake of this demo. And now this dashboard is going to walk you through each thing you need to do to get this gallery on sale. Doesn't take that long. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to select my gallery type. This is what we talked about in the very beginning. Once you select a gallery type, it cannot be changed because there's a lot of permissions that go along with each one of these types. Today is going to do the public gallery for reasons I explained in the beginning. It's going to give me that direct URL link that can be shared and go right into the gallery. And then I can customize my opt-in code. Now, this code is what your customers text to our short code of 90738, which is a global PhotoDay short code. There's so many benefits to short code text marketing versus long code. Once, it's instantaneous. It's very, very fast. It will not get filtered in their unknown senders. Now, a lot of cell phone companies are filtering the junk text with the long code. This will not get filtered. There are specific rules that we need to follow as a company to own or partially own this short code. So here, I'm going to do demo 100 PD. That is the gallery code. You can make this custom. Once you claim a short code, nobody else can use it. So I'm going to save it. Nobody else can use that short code now that I claimed it. Make sure you claim a short code before you advertise at anything, because you don't want to link all your customers to somebody else's gallery. So make sure you claim the short code, and you can come up with some kind of naming convention, like, you know, with your studio initials and a numerical naming convention, just to keep better track of your short codes. I would refrain from using anything generic like Spring Baseball 22, just because multiple people could be using a variation of that. And, you know, if you or one of your staff or your customers get confused, they would be opting into the wrong gallery. So make it unique to you, or you can use the randomly generated one. It's really up to you here. It's going to tell me my next step is to set up the storefront. So in this demo, I am going to set up for advanced pay. So I made my credit sheet already. It's my fall use sports. I'm going to offer one $25 credit for them to buy in, and I'm going to incentivize it. So I'm not going to make this required. You can require, like, it's really about your workflow. I highly suggest, if you are new or just needing a refresher and you were shy on advanced pay before, to watch the advanced pay webinar I just did in the webinars replays, because there are so many reasons why you guys need to be doing advanced pay on every single one of your jobs, and none of them are bad. So they're all positive. There's all pros, no cons. All right, so advanced pay offer, I'm going to go ahead and incentivize this with an offer. My offer of 25 or more matches the $25 credit sheet. The reason I'm putting an expiration date on this for the end of November is because I want all of my fall jobs using this advanced pay offer I want all the orders done prior to the holiday season. So it's just a strategy to get them to convert all to sale, because this credit sheet and the price sheet I'm going to be using for this fall for all of my jobs are going to, they're going to have the same exact marketing strategy, because it's all youth sports. I'm just pretending here. So hopefully you guys know I'm improvising. So I will definitely make sure that my strategy is consistent, and I can tweak it along the way if I want. I can require customer data. So if the customers are making a purchase in this advanced pay credit, I want to know who's buying them for who, for what subject. This is helpful because you can export this data back out. So if you're doing composites, or if you're doing like advanced pay as a deposit for the session, like dance costume changes, or mini sessions or something like that, you can turn this on so you know who's paid the deposit and who hasn't paid the deposit. You can also toggle on a preview of the storefront, but I have to have a price sheet attached to do that first. So I'm going to save. I'm going to go back in here to products, and I'm going to attach a price sheet. But before that, I want to show you guys how to set up a price sheet. So I'm going to go back to stores, and I am going to create a price sheet. So over here, I'm going to name this my fall ball pricing. And however you guys want to name these, I'm just hoping I'm not confusing you. I'm just using examples here so I know how to better find it in this demo. I can create a price sheet for any one of these labs. As a side note, I have Black River and Bed Photo in here. You don't see the ability to connect the Black River anymore because they have been sunsetted into the Bay Photo brand. Bay Photo and Black River are one in the same, and all the products are the same. So you can just, that's why you see this here, but you won't see it on your screen if you're new to PhotoDay, or if you're not previously a Black River customer. Okay, so over here, I'm just gonna set it up for a Reedy photo on this demo, and then I am going to do a just a % markup, and then I can go and adjust prices, but this is kind of like a safety net. So any product I add to this price sheet at any time, because it can be live, will have a 200% markup based on the lab cost. And I'm going to go ahead and create my price sheet. Now, we're going to go, this dumps you right into the a la carte section, but I'm going to do packages first because I want to really explain the package creation. So we have a whole webinar on this, but your package names, they don't have to be alphanumeric. I suggest do not make them alphanumeric because it is confusing to the customer. Name them what they are. Like if this is a pack for a large family, or if this is a 4 digitals plus 4 print pack, you can do that here. And then you can put your savings here. You don't have to list what's in the package here because that happens automatically. So here you can just put what they're saving. You know, I'm going to say where they're saving $20 by ordering this package. And then I'm going to say get 4 free prints with your 4 free downloads. And then put that in here. I love this digital and print pack. Watch the price sheet extravaganza webinar. We go into deep dive and what's working, what we see working at PhotoDay and what doesn't work. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to add my 4 high resolution downloads, and they all include a print release. And then I'm going to add the prints. I love this package, and I say it as much as possible on every single webinar because downloads are valuable, but so are the physical prints. So if they're just buying downloads and they don't see the professional prints and they go to print these somewhere else and the quality is bad, they're going to blame you. But if they already have the prints to compare, they can't blame you, right? They already have professional prints, and that would encourage them to actually order more from you. So always suggest that. I'm going to price this package. I'm just going to put it at $99.99. I highly suggest using charm pricing. We have a great blog post on charm pricing and pricing psychology to check out on our PhotoDay blog. And I'm going to go ahead and save this package. Now, you can create as many packages as you want. I'm going to do a standard print package next. So I'm just going to call this my Memory Mate package. And I'm going to say, get a free magnet when you order this package. And this is important because I want to show you, this is the only way you can give things for free in PhotoDay. They have to make some kind of a purchase as of right now. So I'm just going to include a free magnet. It's a similar strategy to paper forms when you're trying to include things together. And then I'm going to pick out, where's a Memory Mate? And then I'm going to add some prints, maybe an 8x10. Now, if it's a pro, it's going to have a border around it that they're going to pick from. Or you can do plain prints, especially if you're doing like a lot of compositing. You'll want to just do 8x10s, especially if you're doing composited Memory Mates. In here, you can change the 5x7 to be a pack of 2. That's 1 pose on a sheet of 5x7s. Or you can give them the option to mix and match, right? This is all about selling images and selling convenience. So that is more valuable than the paper form method. So make sure to your customer, it's way more value because they are getting to customize things how they want. You can most definitely charge a little bit more for their service. You're giving them things they have not received before. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my free magnet under specialty items. And there, you guys can see there is a ton of stuff in PhotoDay with our partner labs. And then I'm going to go ahead and price this package. We'll just make it, let's just see, we'll make it $36.99. And you can see my markup here. This is my profit take home. This is the PhotoDay fee of 10% before tax and shipping. And then the only other fee on top of this that you do not see is going to be the sales tax that gets added and any shipping that the customer pays. So that's not another fee, but the other fee that you don't see after sales tax and shipping is added is going to be the credit card processing fee because we don't know how much they're putting in their cart. So I can't estimate that for you guys. But this little calculator helps you price your packages so you have enough profit while you're creating those packages. Now, the a la carte section, if you wanted to, you could just come in here and dump everything in here if you wanted to. There's graduation cards, everything. Obviously, you don't want to do that, but you can dump a bunch of products in here. Well, for sake of this demo, I'm just going to grab some and go ahead and add the products. In the a la carte, instead of doing a minimum order, just sell it in sheets. You can do it in packs of 2s, packs of 4s. I don't need the horizontal products in there or that 2 wallets. But you can go in here and adjust as needed before you add them all to your price sheet here. And you can do the same thing for like the photo gifting items. You can add more products by clicking the plus sign and then add plaques, specialty items, banners, and the same thing on these smaller items. You'll want to sell them in sets of 2 to help establish that minimum order. But there's everything in here, mugs, all that good stuff. Now, everything I'm adding is being marked up 100% automatically, but you can go in here and start changing the price to however you want to price things in here. I'm not going to go through all of this. You can add your digital products and if you don't have them just in packages, you can add your download here. I do not recommend selling a high resolution and a social sharing download against each other, for the main reason that once you get into that, your customers, some of them won't understand the difference, that a high resolution is print quality, they don't read, so they'll buy the cheaper one and then they'll get mad at you when they print your social sharing and it's all blurry. So the photo add-ons, we have retouching, turn it on. It is a great profit center. It does cost $2.25 every time somebody orders it, but you mark it up to resell this, and it is people are buying retouching in sports, in preschool, in elementary schools, and underclass. It's most common, but since we added this in here, so many photographers are really enjoying this, especially high school sports. There's a lot of retouching being ordered, and then of course you have your shipping rates in here. So spent a little bit too much time on the price sheet, but I felt like I needed to share some of that most important stuff with you guys. So I'm going to go back over into my job, and I am going to attach that price sheet we just made to this gallery. And when I do that, I'm going to see all these different themes available for this lab. Now my job's going to have baseball, and it might have softball in it as well. And I might just want to offer universal graphics. You can just pick these collections. Now the lab has multiple designs to accommodate the themable products. If you have a price sheet with no themes on it, it's okay. This is just a safety net. No themes will be presented to your customer unless you have memory make or anything that requires a theme. But this is a safety net. We can make sure that you're setting your jobs up right, and they can be adjusted anytime without issue. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. And now I'm ready to spread the word. I'm going to put my gallery in advance pay first, right? And now my gallery is ready to market. So I can get this out to the league that I'm shooting this weekend today. And they can send that information out to customers. And how I do that is through this marketing tab. So I can create a new flyer. It's going to be advanced pay flyer. How you market before, during, and after picture day. There's a whole webinar about that. It's called Kick-Ass Marketing in an Online World. I'm not going to dive into super detail here. Again, this is just setting up your group or public gallery. And then I wanted to show you some of the tools behind the scenes. So there's different flyer layouts. These are also emails. You can print or email these in bulk. And you can choose different designs. You can put an image on this. I showed you guys this in the resource section earlier. So I'm going to go to my desktop here and show you one of those flyer designs just to make it look a little bit more pretty. I know you guys are all creatives. So we try to allow the creativity as much as possible here, but there's a little bit of technical stuff that goes along with it. All of the copy is already done for you. If you want to change it, you can. Be really mindful, especially if you're using our email service, of your grammar, of your spelling, using all capital letters. Things like that will end you up in spam. So most of the time it is not the service provider you're using, it's the grammar and the spelling and the visuals and everything you're attaching in the email that lands you in the spam bucket. So this is best practice, what we have here. If you modify it, don't modify it a lot, because you could end up in spam if you are emailing this to people. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And then I can either send this flyer to the organization. It's going to tell my contact that I set up in the organization everything they need to get a jump on picture day. I can manually enter email addresses here. I can put my subject line, send it off. It's going to package this up for them to forward on to the parents. I can download this and print it if I wanted to. Or if I had a CSV file of all the email addresses for the people for that job, I can import it here and blast out this email. I suggest doing all three, right? And going to make some resources up here, using our resources to get the word, spread the word about picture day. So once they get this flyer in the mail or in their email or printed or whatever before picture day, if you're making videos, they're going to be able to follow the instructions on the flyer, enter their access code here, and they're going to be brought to the gallery that we set up with advance pay. So this is the customer view right here. It's going to explain them what it is. It's going to tell them to go ahead and subscribe to the gallery if they want to. I'm just going to just decline this for now. And they're going to be able to go ahead and purchase the credit. They're going to be able to put their child's name, who they're buying a credit for. They can buy multiple credits if they have multiple children, and then they can purchase. Now, once they purchase, they're going to create an account using their mobile number, and they're going to be already in the text marketing system. So we know that they bought a credit. We know when you publish a gallery, all that good stuff is automatically communicated to them. You do not have to set these campaigns up. They are smart, intelligent campaigns based on your customers' behavior, designed to drive them back to the cart and checkout. So you don't have to worry about that part. You can check to see if your league has sent out the information by simply going to Insights. In Insights, you're going to be seeing these unique views start coming in if people are actually clicking on it. If they bought a credit, you'll see that in here. If they're creating accounts, you'll see their information in here. You're also able to export this data. Once you start having data, a little export button will appear up here, so you can begin the exporting process. So it's out. I can go back to my gallery settings at any time just to kind of see or adjust what I did. But yeah, it's out, and we're saying people are making advance pay. Now it's time to jump over to picture day. So I want to show you guys what this looks like. I'm going to go to my resource section, to the marketing kit. And then what I want to do next is I want to open this file over here. And I'm going to show you what the best use of some of the marketing stuff looks like on picture day. So here's an example of a picture day using PhotoDay. And if I zoom in on my screen here, you can see the banners, the 24 by 36 little corrugated signage. They were just printed up at Signs 365. And there's a QR code on it. Now that QR code is just basically opening up, when they scan it with their phone, they're just opening up a little text message window, their messenger, and it has the 90738 populated with the access code to opt them into the gallery and buy a credit. So that is kind of what a flow would look like by way of PhotoDay at your event. Get out of the screen, sorry. But all of those resources can be found here, and you can modify. These are all Photoshop files, so you can redesign these. The copy is all done for you, and the layout, you can just make them look more for your brand here. And all those posters I was showing you with the phone on it here, and I just added a QR code here at the top just to get it a little bit easier on them. Now, if you're wondering how to make a QR code, I can just show you what that looks like really quick. I think I have this little QR code generator here. So this is qrcodegenerator.com. You can just come up to this little SMS window, type in 90738, type in, this is demo 100 PD, what the QR code message text would be, and then generate it. And then you can download it here, and then it'll generate a little download. It's telling me not to refresh or exit, but you can then take this JPEG and just throw it on a poster. And then once you do that, let me just show you what it looks like. It just generated a little QR code here. And then even you guys can pull out your phone right now if you're following along and you can just bring it up. I'll give you a second to pull out your smartphone, bring it up, and you can kind of see how this works just by snapping a photo of it. It's going to pre-populate and it's going to opt you into the gallery. So if you just wanted to see example flow, I just wanted to show that to you guys on how that works. And I just did it just to, let's see, I'll show you guys what I just did. I just did it on my device. So I'm going to go back into the jobs here, into Insight, and you can see kind of here that I just opted in to that gallery, and that's my information by way of that QR code. So once you're done, so the name of the game here is get all the opt-ins you can. It makes it so easy because the shiny thing about PhotoDay here is that your customers are going to have multiple search options in the group or public gallery to find their photos. You got all photos, you got face find, and you got tags. So I'm going to get to the uploading part now. So I went out, I got all my opt-ins, sold all my credits, came back to home base, post-processed all my stuff. And let's just say you did a folder structure. So, and you can use Lightroom keywords to translate into tags in PhotoDay. But here's an example here where I have two folders in this job. I have the Dodgers and then I have teams, right? So if you had a folder and a breakdown of additional folders and you uploaded it, what it's going to do is well, I chose the wrong one. Let me just upload the main folder so I can show you. It's going to translate all of those additional folders into tags. So this might, it's going to throw me an error because I tried to upload a low res PNG of the access code that I made. But yeah, and I don't really want this logo in my gallery. So I'm going to go ahead and trash that and delete that as things are uploading. We do have a 15 megabyte file size limit here at PhotoDay. 15 megabyte JPEGs are huge once they're opened. You're not selling billboards, so you don't need much bigger than that. You see the folder structure I'm talking about here. It works for, this is just going to give your customers a different way if they didn't want to use Face Find to narrow down the data set of images. If you're doing some kind of file organization here with the tags, you can also tag within PhotoDay. So you see these little tag buttons. I can click here and see where that person's tagged. If I needed to remove a tag, I can do that. Now that person's not tagged, if I want to add a tag, I can take him and I can drag him over to the tag where he belongs and it'll tag him. So you can do things like that in PhotoDay. If you needed to add more files to the gallery at any time, you can do that here. And in addition, like, I just want to tell you guys this little menu here, you'll see everything that's not tagged yet, the latest uploads you did, the tag detail. You have a lot of options here. And then if you have a boatload of tags, here's some tag sorting. You can sort by photo count, A to Z, Z to A, or just manual sorting of your tags, or you can search within the tags as well and create new tags. So it's a great file organization and management, but you can do it in Lightroom first and pass it over, or you can do it from within PhotoDay and give them that option. Now, before publish, because we're all set up here, before publish, I do recommend under your settings, if it's a large gallery and you did tags and face finds, turn off the view all photos. That way everyone's not scrolling for days through all the photos, right? This is a small gallery sample because for upload purposes, but you can turn on and off any of these search. If you want to face find only, you could do that as well. So it's really up to you. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then I am ready to publish. So once I publish this gallery, first of all, a lot of you guys burn the midnight oil. So do not publish this at like 1 a.m., right? You can use the publish later feature to schedule it for the next day or the next morning. But when you hit publish, everybody opted in, everyone that got a credit, they're all going to get a text message that the photos are ready to view and purchase. So you want to publish at the best time possible, which is really during the week when everyone's at work. That's when most people shop online. Big secret, right? You hate to hear that as a business owner, but that's actually the reality. You can also publish at night when everyone's home and their kids go to sleep, especially if you're doing preschools or something like that. where there's a lot of little kids and they're in bed by 7:30, 8 o'clock. You can publish after the kids go to bed. Both of those time frames work really, really well. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the publish. It's going to give you the warning that this only happens one time. Once you publish a gallery, the auto series kicks off. You cannot restart it. So make sure you are ready to publish this gallery. So once I publish, everyone got the text. And now we're going to check out we're going to go back to the galleries, and I'm going to pretend I got that text message. And I'm going to go into the published gallery. So they're going to accept their terms and our terms and conditions. Here's your contact information right here if they have questions, and they can find by face find or tags. I'm going to go ahead and upload a photo just so I can show you what the face find function does with PhotoDay. I'm just going to use a photo that's already in the gallery as an example so I can show you how it finds his images. So I'm uploading the photo now, and it's going to run face find, and here it found all his images. It found him in the team photos as well, and the parents can easily find their children's images this way. Face find, it works really, really well, especially when you're doing multiple poses and buddy and coaching kid and all kinds of different photos. So I'm going to pick my first photo, and when I click buy, it's going to take me right into the cart, and I'm going to build out a memory mate package so you can see how this works. We linked softball and baseball here. I can filter it. Obviously, it's a baseball kid, or you can have universal. If I had custom themes, it would also be an option in here. And then I'm just going to pick this baseball design, and I am going to confirm it, and then I'm going to start ordering as a parent. So I'm going to crop the image, confirm, select my group photo. That's right here. And then I can move it around, zoom it in, zoom it out, whatever I want to do with it. Add in minors, Dodgers, Joe Smith, organization, Arlington, Little League, and 2022, and confirm. And then I'm going to see a live preview as a customer of what that memory mate looks like. I'm going to hit confirm. And that's my 8x10. That's my 5x7. If I wanted to add a different pose as a parent, I can do that because that's how this package is set up. And they can just go in, change out images. Say they just want a team photo. They can just order this 5x7 as a team. They can order a pack of 2 5x7s here and confirm, and then the magnet. And once that's all done, they add it to their cart, and you can see the cart in here. Now, when they go into their cart to check out, we're going to upsell them retouching if you have it turned on. They can always hit no thanks and not do the retouching if they want. But that is automatic. And if they ordered any downloads, it will be instantly delivered to them. And then I go through checkout, and that is it. Your sales will start rolling in. Download that PhotoDay dashboard app so you can see once you go live. But yeah, that is basically public galleries from A to Z. And a big deep dive into the overview of the studio panel. I'm gonna go back to my camera here. So, hey, sorry, I was off the camera for a long time. But let me turn my screen share off, and then I'm gonna start my slide presentation one more time just so I can show you this stuff. So, you know, I think the beautiful part about moving your business 100% online is that you can really showcase the creativity and the work that you put into all of your images. In the order form method, it doesn't really suffice, right? Because they never see your images. You can't really truly value yourself as a photographer, as a business owner with that paper form method. You can't value the creativity that you're producing. And with PhotoDay, you can do that. So we definitely consider it a premium service. Do not undervalue yourselves. You guys are really creative, really great photographers. And this really gives you the ultimate platform to showcase the things that you've created and put your customers in a funnel that they can understand, that's easy for them to use to go all the way through checkout. Easy for you, easy for them. That is what we're all about. And also easy for the lab. So I mentioned earlier, we do not have subscription costs. It is unlimited storage. You get all these things completely for free. We only get paid when you guys get paid. So we are directly tied to your success, and we want you to be successful. So we have a ton of education available out there for you at any time. Just visit photoday.com. You can see it on our website. We have our blog, we have our webinars, our guide, our support articles, or schedule a one-on-one with one of our customer success team members, and we can get you started in the right direction. We just need to know what you want to use PhotoDay for, and we will help you be successful with our platform. We only get paid when you sell. Our fee is 10% prior to tax and shipping. That varies. That's a lot different than what you see out there in other e-commerce platforms when it's on the total transaction amount. Ours is pre-tax and pre-shipping. We try to make this affordable. If you are high volume in sales, feel free to send a message to support@photoday.io, and we will work with you on your volume. Now, we do have a credit card processing fee, which is passed on through Stripe, 2.9% plus 30 cents per order transaction. However, it's important to note that your customers, especially in group, public, or private galleries, can order all their children's photographs together in one checkout. So that saves you a little bit money there than processing one form or one order at a time, especially when there's a lot of siblings on a lot of rec things and schools. And then as far as lab bills, the labs are getting paid the minute your customer is placing an order. So you don't have to worry about gigantic lab bills at the end of the week or end of the season. Everything is paid accordingly and and the profits are all deposited back to you. You get all the text marketing, the email marketing, our capture and dashboard app. We don't have an additional fee for downloads, no storage fees, no subscription fees, and most of all, no contracts. And we give you all of this. It's included when you start selling. So yeah, so that's it, guys. I thank you for listening to me today. I hope you found today helpful. And then this is our email address to get in touch with us. You can find me there or in the bubble if you have specific questions for me or one of our customer success team members. We're always here to help you guys. I wish you happy selling this season. I hope your season is profitable, less stressful, and all that jazz. We want you to have fun being creatives, the creative individuals that you are, and showcasing your work with our platform. So I hope you guys have a wonderful season, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.